So today we have a very easy assignment, guys. I'm taking it small step at a time, so you have a chance to really learn it well. So we kind of gonna repeat what we did before, like a couple of weeks ago, not yesterday. Okay. So today I posted a assignment called Sprite moves up, down, right, and left. So let me read the instructions. This is a student login. All right. Students will program a sprite to move up, down, right, and left using arrow keys. We've done it before, if you remember. With a sound. We have to add a sound to it. So students will also add a nice backdrop of their choice. So we're going to program it to move up, down, left, and right with a sound and also add a backdrop. Okay? Arrow keys, yes. Now, what we want to do is we want to log into Scratch. So we're going to create a new project, and then usual, we're going to name it how? Your first name plus today's date, right? So here, type here, guys. Everybody, please do it along with me. It's going to be named Rustam, backslash dash, and then what's the date today? January 18th. All right, January 18th. That's it. That's how we name it. Exactly. Now, I'm gonna keep the cat, guys. You guys can add another sprite. If you guys were to add another sprite, this is how you do it. So are you gonna delete the sprite? You click here. You see this cat, and then you look up, choose a sprite, unless if you want to make one. So let's pick one sprite. Let's say I'm gonna pick the bat. Okay, it takes time to load sometimes. Be patient. Here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a trigger button. It's called when green flag clicked. Okay, I'm gonna make it zoom in so you can see it. So please have it, everybody. You also will add. You're gonna go to motion. Under motion, you're gonna pick move forward 10 steps. But before that, you know what we want to do? We want to do it pointing direction. So it's going to go, you see this arrow? I'm going to put it up. Now, at this point, I realized I made one mistake. I told you guys to use up, down, left, and right keys, right? Why am I using this flag? Nobody warned me. So I'm not going to use flag. Now I'm going to delete this. You see, I don't need this. Instead, you're going to go back to events again. I think it's events, right? When, you see this? When space key pressed, but instead of space, I want to change it to. So since it's pointing in up direction, which key should I pick, guys? Up arrow, correct. Now look. So instead of doing it all over again for down, left, and right, you know what you can do, guys? Okay. You make a right click and duplicate. Just duplicate it, put it down. So for this one, I have to change it direction. Which way it's gonna go? Down. And I also have to change the up arrow to down arrow. So you see I have up arrow and then pointing direction up. And along with it, it moves 10 steps. Here it's gonna point in direction down and then the arrow down arrow and also move the same number of steps. So let's test it. Look, I'm using my up and down keys. Up, down. Works. Right? So guys, this is up, this is down. Now, do you think I can still duplicate? Yeah. All right. So let's duplicate again and then put it on the right side and then change this to right arrow and also change point in direction to, you see I'm pulling it to the right. Okay. All right. So again, when right arrow key pressed, move 10 and then direction to the right. Now the last thing again, we're gonna duplicate it one more time. Here, duplicate, put it to the left side this time, and then change this Guys, change this to left arrow, and then pointing direction to the left. Now let's test it out. So I'm using my keys up, right, left, and right. Look, right, left, up, and down. Congratulations, you just made the milestone of your programming game. It's okay. So guys, last stage of today's assignment, Franklin, is to add a backdrop. So you see, do I have a backdrop right now? I do. It's a blank page. You see this? You see here, guys. Look, pay attention. Stage, backdrop. So you see backdrop, stage. It is blank. So what you want to do is, since I have it already, you want to go here, click on here, and you see this costume. Look, it was costume. Okay, before it was costume here. You see costume. Now when you click here, it becomes backdrop. So you go to backdrop, and you want to add from choose a backdrop here. You see, guys, you following? And then just pick any place. It doesn't really matter. It can be Castle 4. It can be Blue Sky. Yes, we'll add it after this. So, guys, you see this back castle? After that, you want to delete this one, guys. You see this white one? Just delete it. Look, I'm deleting it. Now I'm in the castle. Okay, you know what? You know what? Let me change the castle because I can't see my bat. Let me pick something colorful. For example, blue sky. And I'm gonna delete the castle. You see, there you go. This is my bat. So I added a backdrop from here, you see, and then we go back to my sprite again. Now I'm able to move it. You see, up, down, left, and right. So to conclude today's lesson, guys, all we have to, so we made it move up, down, left, and right with arrow keys, and then we had a backdrop. The only one thing left, as Robin reminded me earlier, adding a sound. So how do we add a sound? To add a sound, you want to go to sounds, but I don't have it here. Oh, here. Okay, guys. So you're gonna do play sound or start sound. Let's do play sound, because if you do start, if it's sound is too long, it's gonna wait until it's so play sound. All right, and then let's pick so let's play sound. Let's add play sound to every single of them, guys, like this. You see, play sound, play sound. So guys, I have one sound. It's called owl, but owl is I don't know if you want to keep it. Look. All right, you don't hear it. So after we added play sound to every single of them, I want to go to sounds here. Look, click on sound. And from sounds here, you see sounds, you can add a new sound. So it is owl. May not be the best sound. Let's add another one. So let's go to choose a sound. And then pick something that makes sense for motion. For example, what can it be? It can be effects, maybe. Boing. Yeah, it could be boing. Let's do boing. So you see, I'm gonna do boing, boing. 1 second. Boing, boing. So here I'm testing it, guys. Boing, 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 going up and down the side. Boing, 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 boing. You know what we can do, guys? We can move it like this. If you do that, it's gonna move first and then make a sound. Look. Boing, 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 boing. If you think it's going too slow, what do we got? What do we do? If it's going slow, I want to make it faster. Any suggestions? To make it go faster, what do? We increase number of moves from 10, let's say, to 100. If you do it 100, it's gonna go much faster. Here, I'm changing it to 100. And now let's test it now. All right. Now, the only thing left for us to do is to save it in the studio. Okay, guys, now I'm making the studio. So the studio is called January 18, and then Sprite move directions. Okay, that's the name of my Sprite, my studio. So students move the Sprite directions with a sound. Also add a backdrop. Okay. All right, students. So to sum up all the work that we've done so far, uh, let me log into Scratch again. So guys, I made the studio for your project. Okay. So what we're gonna do to submit your assignment is we're gonna click on share. On the share, we're gonna see at the studio, and then which studio it is. We don't see it, refresh it because I just recently added. It may not appear right away. But if you refresh it, click on add to studio. You need to look at the date of the assignment. Today is January 18th. You're gonna add it to this assignment, to this studio. Okay? And that's it. That's it for today. So we have slide showing direction, making sound, and then it also has a backdrop. Thank you.